Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I have owned the XREAL Pro AR glasses for about 18 months and I sold them on eBay because the Viture Luma series was being released, and I actually pre-ordered the Luma Ultra back in September and they finally arrived this week. Now, for those of you that are interested in AR glasses, I really hope that as I get to use these, I'm going to be able to dispel a few myths and also unlock a lot of the confusion about these, because the problem with Viture's new Luma series is they have the Pro, the Beast, the Ultra. I think there's just a regular version as well. So they've got about 4 different models, but it's so hard to work out what the difference is between them. This is going to be just an unboxing of the Luma Ultras and the Pro Neckband. We'll have a look and see what's inside the boxes, and then I am going to put these through their paces over the next week or two, and then I will be back with another video to show you how they work, show you what they do, tell you about my experience compared to the previous XREAL glasses that I had, and see if we can actually use these not just for content consumption, watching videos, movies, TV shows, but also for doing some actual work. Do these actually live up to the hype of being able to turn 2D content into 3D content at the drop of a hat? And can you do all of that lovely, wonderful, spatial TV? I'm a lay person, I don't know what the terms are, but can you put a screen here and a screen there and a big screen there and actually get on with some proper work? Because previous AR, XR, whatever they are, glasses that I've tried before have not quite had the clarity that something like Apple's Vision Pro has, but I'm certainly not going to be spending $3,500 on that thing. So let's see what we can do for less than a third of the price. Want to see what's in these boxes? Let's get on with it. Okay, so the first box I've got are the actual glasses themselves. This is how it arrived. It's been in transit for about 12 days now. They ship from China. Right, so the first thing we've got is some sort of bubble wrap stuff, and then we've got a seal sticker which says cloud gaming anywhere, anytime, and we've got an illustration of someone wearing the glasses and using the neckband, because you can either use these glasses with your phone or PlayStation or Nintendo Switch or whatever device you want to connect them to. But then for true freedom, you can also use the Pro Neckband, which is basically like an Android computer on a neckband that you wear around your neck, and then you're completely sort of free. You just load your content onto it and off you go. Okay, so straight away, I really love that packaging. That looks so cool. Viture Luma Ultra. Okay, so they're called XR glasses. I apologize. And on this side, the future is on view. At the bottom of the box, we've just got all of the usual gubbins back there. That's really cool. Look at that. There's a lot of thought in that packaging there. That's so cool. I'm just going to do this all day long. No, I'm kidding. Let's get on with it. So why am I interested in these smart glasses? Well, XR glasses. I tried the Vision Pro when it came out. The price was a little bit too steep for me, but I really like the idea of being able to have like a massive screen in my glasses and be able to consume content that way. We've got a little pull tab here and another one here. Now let's see if we can lift this off. We've got some instructions here first of all. So we've got try nose pads sizes 1, 2 and 3, or no nose pads at all to find the best fit. Viture XR glasses are compatible with all DisplayPort over USB-C devices, support refresh rates up to 120 Hz, so that's a lot more than the XREALs that I had. Once connected, select the refresh rate in the display settings of the device connected. And finally, adjust the rotary knobs clockwise up to -4.0D above each lens until the image is clear. So that's for myopia adjustments, so you've got that built onto the glasses. We have got brightness control, we've got volume control, and then we've got presumably a button here that, depending on how many times you press it, will then let you do different things like change the color mode and so on. I'm very impressed with the packaging, much better than XREALs, I have to say. A really lovely carrying case here with the Viture logo. Got another little bit of protective plastic, so let's just get rid of that. Going to put that here for a sec because I just want to have a look and see what's in this little accessories box. So we've got a quick start guide, nose pads, and a hair-friendly cover. Well, I, as regular viewers know, do not need to worry about that at all. So in here, right, we've got our different nose pads. Comes with size 1 nose pad pre-installed. Okay, fine. So we'll just leave those in there. And then in here, our user guide in different languages. Oh, Viture, you're covered always. So presumably this goes, it looks like it goes on the front of the nose pad. I did see a YouTube review that said it actually does pay to read the literature, so maybe I'll do that for the first time. We've got another safety guidelines guide, and here we have got a cleaning cloth, which is a really nice little inclusion. So I'm not gonna get those back in, so let's just leave those there for now. Let's get this all out of the way, and let's have a look inside the case. Really curious to see how slim these are. Okay, here we go. So we have got a USB-C to magnetic connector cable on this side. Okay, so that's quite cool, because with the XREALs, they had a USB-C to USB-C, so you're always fumbling around to try and plug them in. Whereas with this, it's like a MagSafe cable that you get on MacBooks. You just slot it in, and then your USB-C goes out to whatever device you're using them with. So that's great. And here are our glasses. So yeah, straight away they feel really nicely made. Like, again, better than the XREALs. They feel quite premium. So we've got, on the front here, we've got our cameras. I have no idea what any of this does, so I'm going to be doing a lot of testing and reading up on all of this. Then we've got our myopia adjustment dials over here, so that's quite cool. Nose pad, which is removable, and then we've got our two, I believe they're Sony OLED screens that output at 1200p. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they're like, because Retina displays on iPhones are like about 400 pixels per inch or something, so I don't know if that's 1200 pixels per inch, but anyway, we'll find out. Apparently they're meant to be 4K like. We will soon find out. And then over here we've got our a little button here, which I don't know. I think these are photochromatic, so you can actually dim the outside so people can't see what's going on here. And then over here we've got, presumably this is our volume rocker, and we can change it to become the brightness up and down rocker. Here we've got some speaker grills, that looks like, just here in the arms. I believe it's a Harman Kardon system, but don't quote me on that. And then there's a lot of tech in here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there you can kind of see some circuitry going on. And the same on the other side as well. So there's a lot of tech loaded into these glasses. And the case itself is absolutely lovely. I mean, traveling with that is really going to protect these glasses. And it's going to give some space for the cables as well. So one thing you didn't get in XREAL's case was space for all the cables that the glasses had. So it ended up actually scratching the glasses because you had to squeeze everything in. But here they've actually thought of everything. They've just given the glasses a nice bit of breathing space. Right, okay, so that's our glasses. So we're just going to leave those to the side. And now we are going to have a look at the Pro Neckband pack. This really handy little box cutter. You can get them from Amazon. Alex actually bought this for me because he was petrified of seeing me almost cut myself opening boxes in the early days of our channel. This has got 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. So I went for the higher tier option. The other option has got, I believe it's 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. Right, so opening up the box here, another box in the box, which is the neckband. And again, I'll tell you something, Viture's packaging is gorgeous, really. So good. And then the other thing that we've got in here is a magnetic connector to USB-C adapter. I have no idea why we would need that, but I'm sure in the process of testing this lot, I am going to find out. I tell you what, their packaging is so satisfying. Sleek design, trusted like a true friend. We've got some QR codes, as we had with the glasses, to download various apps and things. So I will do that later. And here is the neckband. I was not sure what to expect with this. Right, okay. Again, feels quite premium. We've got a little cable hanging off here, which again has got that sort of magnetic adapter. And then we've got the band itself, which this is kind of like a soft silicone here. Kind of feels a bit like the silicone you get on an Apple Watch band. So it's quite soft, it's quite nice. It's kind of a little bit cool to the touch. And then here we have got the actual neckband itself. And again, I just bought this. I've got no idea exactly what it does, but I will probably enjoy finding out. We've got sort of various buttons here, no idea what they do. This probably is some sort of speaker grill. And then there's going to be a lot of tech in there. There's going to be a microprocessor in here. This is, I think, an Android computer in a neckband. So I just had a little bit of an accident because when there are boxes, my Bengal cat gets excited. This is an Android computer in a neckband, I believe. So it gives you the opportunity to load content onto here and have various apps and things running. I presume it connects to Wi-Fi. And then you can actually just use this without a phone or any other device. You just use the glasses and this neckband and you're completely independent. So there we go. I don't think there's anything else in the box here. You might be curious. There's a tab here. Oh, there is stuff. Look at that. We've got a neckband pouch bag to keep the thing protected. Very nice, look at that. They've thought of everything. And we've got a quick start guide in here. I'll just open it for you because you might be curious. The same sort of format, all these booklets and things. Yep, there you go. And then we have a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Sure, that is very boring. Yep, it's just a USB-C cable. And that's it. A bit of a messy unboxing table today, but there we have our Luma Ultra Viture glasses and our Pro Neckband. I am now going to spend some time setting this lot up and giving them a little try and a bit of a test over the next week or two. So if you enjoyed that unboxing, please remember to like, subscribe. You can now purchase channel memberships as well for shout outs, early access, and a bunch of other stuff. If you own these or if you're interested in them, drop your questions in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to know, and I'll bear that in mind while testing. Thank you so much. I will see you on the next one.